given the different ways that social media affects the executive suite, you can boil down some of the biggest strategy implications into 3 different areas. And these are not mutually exclusive, but they are different ways you can play. One of them is to be able to think about social media as a fantastic way of getting input, of fueling decisions in the company, getting feedback, and using that to drive advantage. A second is to position your brand as a social brand, as a responsive, transparent brand that recognizes people's desire to make the brand their own and gives them opportunities to do so. A third could be recognizing that there is all this social activity going on, and that creates opportunities to be involved in the flow of social activity and find ways of monetizing it, either by selling content, facilitating payments, or other ways of actually insinuating yourself into the social ecosystem in order to make money. Let's just quickly go through those 3 different things in a bit more detail. In terms of social intelligence, there are so many ways to tap all of the conversations out there, either in a passive way by just listening to what's going on, or in a more deliberate way by going into communities, seeding things and seeing what people say in order to get more intelligence. You can tap opinions from the crowd. You can also tap and see how particular high influence individuals react to certain things that you send them. You can start using the language that people are saying about your brand to optimize aspects of your marketing campaign. There's just a whole wealth of ways that you can tap all of that real-time intelligence that's going on to fuel decisions you make and ways you're operating. It requires, though, not only listening, but having the processes to actually act on that. So if you're hearing that there's an opportunity, an unmet need for a new kind of shampoo with natural ingredients that help style your hair better, you can plug that into your product development and your marketing processes to act on that and launch a successful new line of shampoos, which one of our clients have done. You can actually, after a product launch, listen to the language that people are using to describe your product and then use that to adjust the way you're actually marketing that product, the keywords that you're buying, the language that you're using, which another one of our clients in consumer electronics has done. And so there's an enormous amount of unstructured data out there that's happening constantly, and you can decide to make that a source of advantage deliberately. You can also recognize that in this social era, people want to see who you really are. They want to have opportunities to participate and shape with your brand, shape the brand, and provide you with feedback and make the brand their own. And so companies who've created opportunities for social service, like Comcast have done, companies that have created shared communities where content can be brought together and used, such as Nike Plus, companies that have allowed people to interact and connect with each other in ways they really couldn't before, like American Express's Open ConnectX, which brings small businesses together to interact in a much richer way than they could before. These are brands that are becoming much more social in their DNA, in the way people perceive them, in the value proposition that they provide. And it's starting to define more of their differentiation to the market.